there, my name's Danielle and this is my YouTube channel, Nellie and Clem. So this basically is a channel that I've started to upload all my kind of adventures in scrapbooking, if you like. I decided to make this because basically I've seen quite a few people that have been putting together sort of YouTube videos, things like that, to show off the work that they've been doing, either like process videos or just like showing layouts and things like that, or how to create different types of embellishments. So yeah, I thought it might be quite a nice idea to do that with some of the sort of more fiddly bits and pieces I put together. It's quite hard to write a blog post about something like that when it's just easier to kind of show you, really. So yeah, I haven't been scrapbooking for very long, probably since October of last year. So yeah, not quite as long as some of the ladies have been, sort of years and years and years. It's crazy the amount of experience that's out there. I'm severely lacking in that, but you know, I'm going to give it a go anyway. So yes, you can have a little look at this channel. I'm going to try and upload a video here or there, sort of a couple of times a month, to just sort of show a few things. So this one I'm uploading today is basically just, it's not really a process video because I've already finished the scrap, but it's just a kind of walkthrough almost of the scrap that I've done this weekend. So yeah, I'm gonna try to like switch the camera angle to above and then I'll show you that. Okay, so yeah, if you, I forgot to mention that if you do want to leave a comment or anything like that after watching the video, then you can feel free to do that, but via my link to Instagram, because that's kind of where I mainly am. So if you have any questions or anything like that, you can just zip over to @NellieandClem and message me there. Okay, thanks, bye. Okay, so here we go. Dun, 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 dun. So this is the most recent scrap that I've put together. So you can see it's a bit sort of colourful and jazzy. Yeah, so let me sort of talk you through it really, I guess. I'm going to try and sort of see if I can lift it up to the... There we go. So I kind of started with this stitching on the paper, which I kind of wanted to do something a little bit different because I haven't really been testing myself all that much. I've just been kind of putting together little bits here and there. I sort of initially learnt quite a few different techniques, and then recently I've been, it's a bit bad, but I have been coasting a little bit, so I thought I'd try and do something a little bit different. So I mean, the stitching itself is really easy actually. I haven't done any sewing since I was at school, so it was a bit scary at first, but once you kind of get going it's fine. I mean, I was just using like a little tiny little thread that I just got from like Waitrose. Just had a little sort of sewing kit of like a couple of pounds, so I bought one of those, which came actually with quite a few different colours. So I kind of liked the hot pink one though. So yeah, so just kind of doubled up the threads and then just sort of went to it really. I used this tool which is from We Are Memory Keepers, and it's a kind of poking tool. It's a bit broken because I've kind of poked a little bit too hard, and I used a little pad underneath just to make sure I didn't stab through into the table. So I used that to kind of poke out the outline of the letters, and then once I'd done that, then it was just a case of persistence really, and kind of stitching away sort of line by line. I mean, for someone that's not that into fussy cutting or things like that, I found it actually surprisingly therapeutic, because I don't find fussy cutting therapeutic at all. It actually sets me on edge a little bit. I'm a bit of a unusual person in that respect, I think, because most people tend to find it like very calming. But yeah, so I kind of did that. I did the pink first, and then overlaid with the yellow, just to kind of give it a little bit more interest really. Originally I wasn't going to do the bird lettering in stitching, but just decided that instead of using alphas or something like that, I just thought it might look quite nice to just carry on the kind of stitching all the way through. The bird I made out of the lovely Felicity Jane packaging that you get in the sort of lovely stripy boxes of Joy, and I just sort of kind of fold them into little fans, you can kind of see, and then just sort of chop the edges a little bit so I've got this kind of little scalloped edge. And then just kind of pop this little body on the top. They're all held together with little bits of thread, just so you can kind of see it's all sort of separated and then just all glued together. All the sequins, just little bits and bobs that I've got from some kits that I have kind of bought little bits and pieces on off Amazon, and then kept them on these little handy folders. Well, not really folder, is it? It's sort of Tupperware really, I suppose. So I just kind of picked out the ones that went with the papers, and then just kind of chucked them all over it really. I've got a couple of papers here from the Felicity Jane Jamie little kit. I only bought a couple of bits from that kit, but these are the ones that were kind of my favourite: the journaling cards, the papers, and then just a couple of little embellishments. So this little guy here is from the kit, and then these little bits and bobs here are just from the Jamie embellishments. Yeah, so the kind of idea for this came from I've been to a lot of Sia recently, as you do, and so these are song lyrics from one of her songs, Bird Set Free. I kind of felt it kind of worked quite well with my most recent blog post, which was all about just not necessarily following the path that everyone else is, and just kind of doing things a little bit differently or your own way. You know, I think there's so many lovely different bits of inspiration we can all get on off of Instagram. It can be so easy to just sort of sit there and kind of copy what everyone else is doing because it's all so lovely. But you know, I think it's just nice to try something a little bit fun and bonkers every now and then, you know, and if it works, it works, and if it doesn't, then, you know, just chalk it up to sort of giving something a go. So yeah, I mean, like, and I don't care if I sing off key, I find myself in my melodies. I sing for love, I sing for me, I shout it out like a bird set free. It's kind of just my way of saying, you know, I may be putting this together and it may be a bit weird and it may be a bit different, or might, you know, some people might not think it necessarily works all that well. But, you know, I do it because I get a lot of enjoyment out of it, and I really have a lot of fun. You know, to coin a Sue's Fish phrase, it is scrap therapy for me. You know, I get something out of everything I make, and yeah, I'm just doing it for me really, for a bit of fun. So yeah, so there we go. Just the little pictures. I kind of get these little guys from, there's a company called La La Lab. They're in France, and you can get your photos printed in like these teeny tiny little sort of photo booth sized pictures. So I just buy those occasionally and then chop them out into these little squares. Just so you're not using like gigantic photos all the time, because if you've got other big embellishments and things going on, it can be a bit much to have like a massive photo as well. So yeah, so that's where these little guys are from. Other than that, yeah, I mean, it's pretty sort of straightforward really. The washi is from Felicity Jane, and then these little tags I just kind of cut out from some of the offcuts of paper as well. I never throw anything away because you can always use it for something sort of small and silly like this. But yeah, so there we go. That's my first kind of little video, sort of not really a process video, but just a kind of showing off video, if you like. But yes, so any questions, comments, anything like that. I'm not going to leave the comments open on YouTube, just because I kind of want to filter everything through to Instagram or my blog, because they're the kind of two main places where I'll be at. So yeah, if you want to leave a comment or ask about anything in kind of this what I've put together, then you can find me on Instagram at Nellie and Clem, or on my blog. So yeah, okay. Well, thanks very much for watching, and I'll hopefully see you again soon. Bye!